Hello, welcome to Your Space Counseling. I'm Christina. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist here in California. And today we're talking about lowering anxiety using your five senses. Now, most people come to therapy usually looking for relief from depression or anxiety. And anxiety is something that so many people struggle with. And in fact, after this pandemic and everyone's spending so much time at home, a lot of people are recognizing that their anxiety is much higher now that we're all kind of rejoining each other back in society. So how can we use our five senses to lower anxiety? Well, with our five senses, we can help bring our consciousness back into our body. With anxiety, we often find that we are thinking about things, overthinking about things for the future, and just worrying. That creates a space where we live in our head and not so much in our body. So using grounding exercises and mindfulness, it helps us bring ourselves back in and reground and naturally lower anxiety. So one of the first techniques I tell a lot of clients to use is their sense of touch. This is a fantastic way to lower your anxiety, bring yourself back into your body, and this can be done very simply. With clients who are bordering right into maybe a major panic attack or an anxiety attack, I say grabbing some ice. That's very helpful. It helps reground yourself into your body, bring consciousness back to that physical touch, and even placing some ice on the back of your neck. I've had lots of clients use this technique and find it helpful. Another technique in using your five senses would be your sense of smell. Now, lots of people can recognize that really positive memories or negative memories can be triggered through your sense of smell. Your sense of smell is such a powerful tool in lowering anxiety that oftentimes you'll notice if you go to your therapist office or even to get a massage or to get a facial at a spa, you're going to see diffusers. Why? Because the sense of smell can really drastically relax people and help them lower anxiety. So I like to use a diffuser, and my favorite go-to blend if you're looking for lowering anxiety is lavender, even a little bit of citrus is an uplifting scent, and peppermint. Bring your awareness back into your body utilizing a diffuser. If you don't have a diffuser, that's okay. You can even take essential oil and put a few drops onto your pillow or even like an eye mask and wear that at night to help you fall asleep a little bit easier. Another sense that you're going to want to utilize when lowering anxiety is your taste buds. Obviously, we know that eating can be somewhat of a tricky coping skill, as some people will overeat when they're anxious or not eat at all based on how they feel. Some people will recognize that their stomach gets a little disrupted or like the butterflies in your stomach when you feel anxious. And so sometimes eating is not an appropriate coping skill for anxiety. So what I always say is use something similar to like a mint or a sour candy. This is not eating a full meal or really using food necessarily as your coping skill, but a healthy way of triggering your taste buds into bringing your awareness back into your body. The other sense that I like to activate to help lower anxiety is your sense of hearing. Obviously, sitting outside, meditating, listening to birds chirping, and just hearing sounds and just bringing awareness to mindfully where you are, being more present in the moment is very helpful. As a brain spotting therapist, one of the things that we utilize in therapy is headphones on and a bilateral stimulated music. Bilateral music or EMDR music can be found on all platforms for free, and this is the most helpful way to really help lower down your body's overactive mind. You have a sound that usually travels from one side of the headphone to the other, which is why we ask people to wear their headphones when they're listening to bilateral music to really get the best benefit and help lower anxiety and bring that awareness back into your body. Next, we are talking about our sense of sight. Now, sight can be a tricky one for lowering anxiety since our eyes take in so much information, and that can be a very overwhelming experience. What I tell clients is use your sense of sight as your tool when you're lowering anxiety by going through the alphabet, this is an interesting one, and locating things in your surroundings that start with the letter A, then the letter B, then the letter C. By giving your mind this task and using your eyes in this way, you actually move your brain from anxious thinking into a task-focused thinking. This helps to lower anxiety naturally. Also, watching a show or a movie that you've already seen that has nothing really unpredictable but you know can be enjoying is actually a great way to relieve stress and utilize your sense of sight to lower anxiety. Lastly, let's tie all of our five senses together. One of my favorite activities for really lowering anxiety is just getting outside. Go for a walk, take a hike, or even sit outside and meditate or do some yoga stretches. This helps incorporate all of our five senses and really can be a very powerful way to lower anxiety and reground the body. Hope this was helpful. Check back later. Make sure you're subscribing and liking our content, as we're going to keep bringing very simple ways of incorporating balance into your life and helping support all mental health. Have a great day.